I'm the first to provide infield boot camps. Infield, bringing the boys after seminar into the nightclub environments, and just like the television show, showing the boys how it's done, showing them what good pickup looks like, how to properly engage in conversation with groups of people, in a pleasing manner, and then have them do it themselves.
If you want to go to nightclubs, if you want to go to nightclubs and bars, this has it all over.
Or any event like a restaurant that has women there. We're just looking for the women.
Okay.
And the best places are rooftop patio bars. Those are my favorite places of all time, anywhere in the world. New York City, Miami, Toronto, rooftop patio bars. Beautiful environments with which to meet beautiful women. They give you they presume you have value because you're there. It's even
again, I'm speaking now to the guy out there who lives in rural Podunk, Idaho, or
Butler, Pennsylvania.
Can't get information.
A small town. He's stuck in a small town.
Or
he's got to get out.
Someone else like that who cannot get the invitation to those places. Listen to me and hear me before you respond. You have a tremendous amount of status. You're a mystery. Baxter has a tremendous amount of status. He knows people who probably own those clubs. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. So be fair to me. All right. So not everyone at ICE is laughing. Not everyone has that kind of access. They just don't. How many guys can get bottle service? How many guys would want bottle service?
Well, there's
guys can get invitation. Look, you're very well known in Toronto. You're a star in Toronto. You can walk. Yeah, you are. Don't be
the guys. I get a few guys coming up, taking pictures and wanting to meet me and thanking me for their life.
I understand, but
other than that, the girls, it's cold approach pickup. That's what I'm famous for.
You can get those invitations. Did you say cold approach?
It's cold approach pickup. That's my art form.
So
hot approach is where they know you before you arrive.
I do not approach. I don't approach at all. I never approach. I only extend opportunities to connect with me in fun and powerful ways. Now, you may think that's just languaging, but language is powerful. What's the distinction between saying, I'm going to approach that person and I'm going to extend an opportunity to connect with them in a fun and powerful way? Language structures consciousness, shapes decisions, drives behavior. It determines what you can visualize.
I agree. With all that, we should change the word then. We should. Approach isn't big enough. It's not defining enough.
Meaning you give, the meaning you give the interaction. So I'm simply saying using language in a way, both to change yourself intrapersonally and to effectively connect with the other person interpersonally is extremely powerful. And my claim is speed seduction is the best way to do it, to capture and lead the imagination and the emotions, to stimulate a woman sexually, to get her into the state where she takes it on as her own idea. Because whatever you can get a person to imagine for themselves, whether it's in the context of sales, seduction, persuasion, influence, will be perceived by them as being their own thought, and therefore they are far more likely to act on it, and they will not resist it. And my claim, again, I'm going to repeat it again, you don't need 7 hours. You can do it in 30, 40 minutes.
You can do it in 4. Well, yeah, but winning chess in 3 moves doesn't make you a chess master. If you can't, if betting a girl in the bathroom, not betting, sorry.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Goal.
I didn't.
Go ahead.
You're mischaracterizing what I said.
Right.
What I'm saying is you can create that readiness. Now, personally, I'll just tell you personally, given my age and what I do and can't do, I don't, quote, close the deal for at least a month. And there's reasons for that, physiological reasons that I'm not going to get into. But there are things.
And it's also up to her. When she's comfortable enough to do it, that's when you do it.
I totally get it. In my way of doing things, at least at my age, both parties have to get tested, just among other things. And my finding, I think you'll agree with this, it's often the case that when the penis goes in, the crazy comes out. So I want to watch for some, I want to watch for some red flags.
Mm.
Is that making sense? But again, I'm going to keep circling back to this point. I understand what you're saying, and I believe you. When you say you take them out for 3 nights and they get results, I believe you. If it weren't true, you would have been sued or put out of
Oh,
business.
exactly. We've done this for many years.
I believe
I'm proud of my work.
Erik, I believe you.
Mm.
The question is, once they go back to the old environment where the old anchors are there, the things that trigger them emotionally, where they're not emotionally well regulated, where they cannot self-regulate, you're providing co-regulation. You're helping them to co-regulate by being there. Even when you push them into set and they have to do it on their own, they know that you're there to support them. When you're not there, if you don't teach techniques to emotionally regulate and to be centered in yourself, you're going to have a problem when they go back to the old environment.
The education seems to stick. I'm getting lots of positive, year later, still in contact with my former students, turned some of them good friends. You bond over a 3-day and 3-night experience, like gaming together. So I would say that the long-term benefits, what are they going to do? Unlearn what they learned? Unexperience what they've
No.
It's too late for them. 3
No,
days,
no.
3 nights with mystery changes their game.
No. I'm not saying they learn it.
That's what it sounds like, Ross.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
It sounds like it.
It may sound like it, but you're not hearing it. So let's try it again. When someone goes back to their environment where you're not present, if they come in and they're emotionally damaged and they have a lot of trauma, and my claim is that's 30 to 40% of them who could come. I don't do live events anymore. It's now AI. You can learn anything pretty much by just, give it a free trial.
Scanning your shirt. Exactly.
Let's scan the QR code. Okay, here's what I'm saying. Whether you're aware of it or not, 30 to 40% of people who are coming into your events have deep trauma. That's what I'm saying. Deep trauma is not healed or cured by getting laid at a boot camp. They're going to carry it with them, and that is going to get in their way. And one of my critiques of what you're doing, and anyone for that matter, is there's no system that, at least concurrently or prior to, either consecutively or before, deals with that. It's a big gap. It's just a big gap. It's not just for you, it's for any of the coaches, and I challenge other coaches on that.
Yeah, I vet my potential clients so that we don't have, loose cannons, people that are going to, behave poorly or not wish to perform. You have to try. You can fail.
Not what I'm talking about, but I don't want to die on this hill. So I'm not going to die on this hill. It's just not what I'm talking about. But
okay, well, perhaps we can move back to the 7-hour rule. Oh,
I'll
because
just
it's
add
4
on
to
top
10
of
hours as an average based on
the two of
who's
you
speaking?
guys.
Where did that come from?
guys, can I turn on the air
I'm
conditioning?
still here. Yeah.
Hold on. Give me a
Yep.
second.
Yes, sir.
I was just gonna say
No.
what's he doing? The lives you guys have saved combined, I just cannot begin to comprehend. So I understand Ross does healing work, and Mr. You have the
His
I don't know,
clients are, I've been to his
the
booth.
vetting process.
I've been to his booth, and the clients that he has in his audience are just generally different than my clients, or at least it was in, 15 years ago or 20 years ago, Project Hollywood times, good times.
I'll agree with that.
That's
true. That's true.
When's
we
the
have
last
a different client base, I guess. It seems.